Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I think that's gonna be good. What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Welcome to another part in the Black Ops 3 Easter eggs that I've been doing for quite some time now. I started somewhat with the Giant. I actually didn't do any of that myself. One of the Zambies crew members knew the steps very well and just did it without us doing anything, so I ended up getting the gate worm for it, and that was nice. After that, I tried to do it with them under Eisendrach, and it was a little bit too challenging for us, and I had a little bit more time, so I did it myself, and you can find that on the channel. It's about a 4-hour long video, but it took me much longer than that. Zetsubo no Shima only took me a couple hours. It wasn't too bad at all once I figured it out. I actually did it randomly. The boss fight was not too complicated. Gorod Krovi took me many tries. 3 videos on the channel. And they've all taken different forms. Eisendrach, for the most part, was fully face cam and gameplay both. And I was able to do that. I didn't record all of it. And there were times where I just wasn't talking because, I mean, it was just a long time. There wasn't as much to say. But I did speak a lot about random things that were not so random. It was at a time when I was back in school after leaving for a period of time and taking an exam and coming back when I could focus better and, you know, be more driven and stuff like that. So it was a cool time, a good way to say goodbye to my college experience, which I admit I'm grateful to have had despite its many challenges. Zetsubo no Shima I did when I was at home during that time. When I was what was that? Yeah, after school it took a while to look for employment. I didn't have too much success at first, and it took some time, and I probably could have tried harder, but I really wanted to make the YouTube thing work, and it's working, but it's not paying. So that was a bit of a challenge navigating that. I had to ask for help a little bit here and there. I'm grateful to have gotten it. And so that was my experience here on a remote island in the Pacific, which was kind of interesting because, you know, a lot of science doesn't make a lot of money until later on, so that was kind of interesting. If it even ever does, you know, it's not always profitable, but it's usually for the good of humanity in some way. So that was a cool experience. I decided to try to do that one without any commentary until after I had completed it, because I had already completed it once, and I thought the reactions wouldn't be that genuine. I added some subtitles in there when they were speaking Japanese that I looked up. It was kind of cool that people can do stuff like that. I really liked it, though. It was one of my favorite maps when the game first came out because of the weapons and things of that, you know. Gorod Krovi took me a long time, including after I'd finally found employment. I tried it before, I couldn't do it. I tried it before again, further, I still couldn't do it. I found employment, and I took my Xbox with me, my Xbox One, and I did it offline, kept practicing, and then when I got back to my Series X, I tried real hard, and I was able to do it. The boss fight wasn't the challenging part. I actually completed the boss fight the first time I got there. Luckily, I did my research, but the steps for the silver rope trophies were very challenging. But if I want to do Revelations, I need that. It's not a gate worm. It's something else that we'll look at and discover soon enough. So, yeah. I want to do this Easter egg. The time pressure is not too serious because I have plenty of things on the channel. Like I've always said, I have a lot of stuff to do, and I feel like I am going to repeat myself a lot throughout this this whole setting things up. Like, for example, I'm going to stream again tomorrow, and I might bring up similar points that I bring up today because it's just, I know not everyone watches every single thing, but if you watch this and you don't watch tomorrow, or you watch tomorrow and you don't watch today, I think it would be good to say them both, because I realize not everyone watches it all. So tomorrow I'm going to be delving back into Far Cry 5. I'm going to do a DLC. It should only take 2 to 4 hours, but I want to try to complete it. It's a Vietnam one that has to do with the Sunrise Farm I watched of the Outpost that I uploaded last week. I watched it and I found out that there was a guy named Red from the Vietnam time, and you can actually, I think, experience somewhat of his story through that DLC. So watching that, even though I filmed Far Cry 5 23 or 24, I think it was middle of 24, so about a year and a half ago. So I do that a lot, which is why sometimes the old school zombies, I might look younger, or you might not even notice really, but I record things before and I upload them later. because that way I have time to edit them, and the things that have less time pressure I can do. And this isn't one of those categories. This is the first time I'm streaming one of these. I usually would just record it, and then edit it throughout. But now that I've gotten more comfortable with my setup of streaming, it has become more of an option for me. The only problem that I see mainly with, I just want to make sure the audio is okay like it usually is, yeah. The main reason I don't like streaming as much is because I think it takes up more time for the viewer. For me, doing it takes up less time, and honestly, like, I've said this before too, but like, why would I expect you to care about my time when I'm trying to take away yours? You know, and I say that harshly because I think time, like money, is very valuable. Like, you can do a lot of things with your time, and I say that from someone who values their time. I don't want to take more time away from you than I need to. If you have the time and you want to put the time in to like watch these videos and streams, I appreciate that a lot, but I understand that not everyone can or not everyone wants to, and I'm not going to make you feel bad about that. So what I'm going to start doing today is something I can do, but I wasn't sure how much storage space I have, and I have good storage space on this. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to record this stream, and next week on Monday through Friday, I'm going to upload chunks of this stream that are relevant to each character. There's Nero, the magician, Jessica Rose, the dancer, Jack Vincent, the cop, and I actually can't... Floyd something, the boxer. And that way I can show if you want to play, because I do want to encourage people to play these games again. I think Old School Zombies has done a decent job of that with Black Ops 2, the Modern Warfare campaign, that too. That was cool. I feel like I'm seeing it. I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence, but coincidences are few and far between. There's usually a connection. So that way I can split that up and test it out, and then next week I might try to bring over some multiplayer, because I've seen some success and people liking the multiplayer clips, like the highlights. So full games might be different because they take more time, but I might be able to draw in. The games aren't that long. They're usually less than 10 minutes, depending on the game mode. So it could be interesting for people who don't feel like giving Activision any more of their money, a little bit of their eyes just to see it. But it does take up some time. But I had problems yesterday during my Twitch stream, though, with lag, and it very much upset me because I am restricted at the crib, I keep calling it, that I'm staying. It's like not super glamorous. It's not bad. It's good. But I have a lot of restrictions. Like, I have to obey, like, the community thing. And it's like, I don't have my own choice when it comes to the Wi-Fi. They have the Wi-Fi and I pay to set it up and whatever, but I can't bolster it. I can't go higher than what they're giving me. And it's comparable to what I had in Texas, which is where I recorded much of the Black Ops 6, the Penguin collab, and I started to have trouble with lag. And yesterday I thought maybe it was because I was streaming, even though I'd done it before without lag. The thing that it turns out is that I thought there wasn't enough people online. And so that's why you're lagging, because you have to connect to people from further away. But what it really is that there's too many people on their servers, and maybe they're not investing in as much in it as they used to, because it costs money to maintain the servers or whatever. But when I played at a later time, instead of like 8 p.m., 10 p.m., 9, 11 p.m., it was better. There was no lag. And I wasn't streaming, but I don't think it makes as much of a difference as it seems, because even when I wasn't streaming, I still experienced lag, but when I tried Battlefield 6 or Fortnite, it didn't. And that could be for a couple of reasons. Like, the game is very fast, and it's like very, like, the seconds matter. It's just, when people beat me online, I want it to be because they're better than me, or because they outplayed me, or I made a mistake. Not because I can't shoot my gun. That's like, it just, I feel like it was a waste. So I only streamed for 50 minutes, and I was gonna completely scrap doing the multiplayer at all, but I decided to stick with it next week at least. If I don't have any problems with it, I'm gonna change the time that I play in hopes that there will be less traffic, because I realize that's at the end of the day what it is, server traffic. Okay. Yeah. So avoiding the server traffic, hopefully that helps with lag. I don't know. I don't want to only have to play offline games, and I want to show the competitive side of me too, because I am competitive and I am good at these games, and I think the best way to show that I'm good is by playing against other people who want to prove that they're better. And I think it's fun. So it's cool to have, but I think I don't know. It might be Twitch has been very minimal interaction, even less than it was, and I think a big thing with Twitch is that you have to do it really often for it to make a difference at all. Like, you have to like do it every day, and that's why I had some success in the summer last year, is because I was doing it 6 times a day. So I think it might be worth trying. I just gotta figure out the timing of it, because I don't want to deal with lag, like I said. But I haven't always had that problem, so yeah. I know the title of this stream is kind of whack, because it's like all these abbreviations, but if you don't know, it's Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Easter Eggs, Shadows of Evil, Betrayal. And I'm calling it Betrayal not because I feel betrayed, and I'll explain that in a bit, but because of the betrayal that all 4 of these characters performed in order to get ahead in their life, and for which they are now paying the crime of doing. That's the story of Shadows of Evil in general. And it looks beautiful, and it's cool to experience it, but it's kind of like Mob of the Dead, you know, where they're also cursed in a sense, like this apocalyptic thing. It says mysteries where my head is hiding. So I do think I'm going to split this up into 3 parts. This first one, Betrayal. The second one I wanted to call Treason, because it has to do with flags, and I feel you commit, I don't know, treason against the flag. And the last one I want to do Treachery, because I think that is something that you deal with multiple people. It's not a one-person thing. You condemn one person for treason, but a planned thing usually takes more people, so I want to call that Treachery. And that one is going to be the most difficult, because I'm going to need 4 people to do it. And I already asked my 3 friends from the Zambies crew, and I think the terms may have been a little extreme, because like I know what it takes to complete some of these, and I don't want them to be able to just like quit when it gets hard, because then I waste time, you know. But when you ask for that sort of commitment, people are inclined to refuse you if they're not ready for that type of commitment. And I have a good amount of experience with rejection in my life in many ways, whether it be jobs, girls, like what else? I got it in the sports. I got into the fraternity I wanted the first try, so that one I can't really relate as much. Schools? I got into the school I wanted. I didn't get into some of the schools that I would have gone to, maybe. So, but it didn't hurt. Whereas the one, when you really want something is when rejection really hurts. And when you're hurt, and I'm a huge Eminem fan, so I love hearing him. But he is the one of people who say you shouldn't get sad, you should just get mad. And the problem I see with mad, and I think if you have a healthy outlet for it, which some people could use video games as a healthy outlet for it, or sports, as long as you're not going out to hurt people, which people can do, you find that you can get, it's interesting, how you can channel these emotions in ways that could be harmful to you or to others, and you don't really want that, because you can get in trouble. And getting in trouble, you'd be surprised. You could just ask yourself, we don't need to go too far into that, because I think you can get down some slippery slopes, but the main reason a lot of people don't do the bad things that they want to do is because they're afraid that they will be punished for it, whether it be by the law or retaliation. But if you didn't have to worry about that, and The Purge is a great movie series that shows all that, people will think it's cheesy, whatever, but the reason they got a lot of movies out of it was because people watched it and thought the idea was interesting. Where if you could do something that you really wanted to do without any repercussions, because at the end of the day, that's all it is, it's self-preservation. You're trying to protect yourself and your family, relationships, whatever, but if you didn't have to worry about that, you might do bad things. And so I never like using fear as a motivator. So if I wanted to get something, or I want something from someone, I'm very, very good when I hear no or people don't want it, okay. That's fine, because I wouldn't want people to do that to me. And that's like the golden rule right there. Treat others the way you want to be treated, whatever. But like, people don't always think that far ahead. I like chess. I think far ahead like that. So if that makes any sense to anybody, but yeah, a lot of times it happens as a man, I guess. People can like think about this in many ways, but the way I see it and the way I've seen things, like when I go out or talk to people or talk to girls in general, it's usually the men that have to approach the women, and the women who either accept or reject. Women don't really tend to go to the man first, even if they have interest. And maybe they sometimes do, but it could work, it could not work, whatever. And dealing with that rejection is how you build your confidence. If you want something, like I said, if you want a girlfriend or you want a wife or you want a family, things like that, you have to face that possibility of rejection. And I don't speak about it too much. I've spoken about like my past a lot, but like currently I'm single. Like, I'm single. I don't have a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that. But I do talk to girls somewhat. I just, at this point, I've realized that, like, what most women want is to get married at this age. You know, like in high school and college, not really. People just, they want the same thing that men do for the most part. They want to, like, figure out what it is, learn, get experience until that time comes. But now, a lot of women want to get married, which means commitment monetarily, timely, and like, you know, eventually, like by law, you are only supposed to have one wife, like at least in America. And so that's a big choice to make if you can only choose the one. And I know I don't think that my calling or purpose in life is so much to have a family, whereas I know a lot of people do or have. So like, when I see potential women that I would want to pursue her, I always I feel like I'm like holding up a cross and being like, away from me, because it's tempting. It's tempting to settle down and have that companionship and like invest in a relationship and see where it goes from there. But like, I think that my calling and purpose has to do more so with YouTube and maybe in other aspects too, like with my work outside as well. But at the end of it all, like, this is me, this is mine, and I feel like it's what I'm the best at doing. Which, maybe not everyone who does this feels that way. They might just be in it for the money. And I want to make money off of it too. But, like, I'm doing it for free, if you can't tell. So, what I'm trying to get at with that is that, like, I got rejected by my friends when I wanted to do this. And instead of like lashing out at them or guilting them or trying to be more forceful with it, I say okay, and I'll wait and I'll see, because I do want to complete this and I'm gonna need 3 other people to do it, and I don't know how that'll happen, but I'm not rushing it, is what I'm saying. And like, I don't feel that was a betrayal at all. And 21 Savage is one of my favorite rappers. I'd say he's 5th behind Eminem, J. Cole, Juice WRLD if you consider him a rapper, and Lil Uzi Vert. 21 Savage, I think he's a really good artist as well, and he came from a challenging background. He talks about it a lot, but he has this one song called Snitches and Rats from one of my favorite albums of his, Savage Mode 2, that I listened to a lot when I was in college and I first moved with my friends in and whatever. And before that, there's an interlude that speaks about the difference between snitches and rats, where he says that rats are people who put on a fake face and pretend to be your friend, but really they're working for the enemy or someone against you, and they're looking to like steal information to like get out of it. Whereas snitches, they see something and they're like gaining the reward. Like if there's a bounty and you know information about them, it's not like you have any personal connection with them. They just saw something and they're trying to make a quick buck. And I think the thing with the reason they look at rats so much worse is because it's like, it's someone you trust, whereas a snitch is like some random person, and they're probably harder to catch than a rat, you know, in those situations. So, and rat's a harsh word. It's like dirty, it's like slime. But in a lot of cultures, it's actually like a positive thing, like being like a rat, because you can like, they can slither around and can do things even if it is through deceit or something like that. So they have a way of getting ahead, until they're caught, of course. But like I said, if you're not afraid of getting caught, you'll do a lot of things. So it depends on your confidence level there as well. But yeah, that's about what I got. So, like, I get that most people probably in the future are most likely to watch my videos because I have a pretty decent audience right now, but the goal is to grow that audience, and that means that when there's a lot more numbers, there's so many people on YouTube and on the internet in general, like absurd levels of people to even like get around to this. So like the percentages of people that will have access to this stuff later is greater than it is now, and that's why the more important streams I'm trying to do now. Or no, so the more important streams I'm trying to do on YouTube, whereas on Twitch, where it's more temporary and they want you to gather an audience consistently every day, I'm doing it here. So this is, I consider it to be one of them, especially because it's part of a series here. Whereas Twitch, I'm still using for a lot of learning. So I was learning how to play games like Fallout, Skyrim, Red Dead in a way that could be viewable, and some of the later Easter eggs like Black Ops 6. So right now I'm doing multiplayer there, and I'm seeing how I can bring it to YouTube because YouTube is the main thing in my opinion, and my experience. I mean, yeah, but I still think some people might check in live, and that's probably how I might catch some people who might want to subscribe and see more of me later, and that's really hard to do. Like, as a viewer, I understand that most people I just see and I don't really care to see them again, but I think Instagram's pretty good at that, repeating it, and usually you have to click in order for it to show up again. There's so much content and out there and people and whatever. So, I don't know, I'm just trying to get things started, open doors, you know, and the ease of access, I don't even know what the fuck that means. I don't know. It's easier to access stuff on YouTube, I guess. Work versus play. Yeah. When I'm doing this stuff, I'm not doing it for fun. I'm like really trying to do something that isn't something that everybody could do. You know, because that, at the end of the day, is like when you're trying to make money, if like this could be a lesson maybe. You have to be able to offer something that other people can't offer or get easily, and that's why they go to you, but you'll only do it for them if they pay you. And the reason you want that payment is so that you can keep doing it. Not always to just like have a better life or this or that. It's so that you can continue doing it and maybe grow it and make it bigger. You don't have to do that, but you can if you want. That's why you find people in certain areas. And this is a little too early for me to plateau. For me, in my opinion, I want more because I'm not making money right now. I want to make some money off of it, and that way I can do more with it. I'm doing plenty right now though, and it's been I'm very proud of where I'm at right now. To be honest, like people might be like, "Why you've been doing this for so long? You're not making no money." If you look at what I've done on my channel, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. That's not what but that's how I feel. I'm happy with what I've done, and I want to keep doing more, including something like this. But I do think this is going to be one of the hardest ones to do because I can't do it by myself. So that'll be fun. So yeah, treat it like work, whatever. And before we get started, I guess we'll get started here. And then I'll tell this one story because it's not that long. But let's watch the cutscene first.
I shouldn't have said. But I was just angry. Upset. You know how close I am to this movie deal. I mean, they know about my dancing, but those pictures. You don't want to mess up my chance for stardom. Do you, baby? What do you say? You bring over those prints and we can make up.
Hey, we got a problem. A big problem. The mayor's trying to make a name for himself, sticking his nose where it don't belong. He's looking into allegations of police bribery. What do you say we get together at the usual joint? Talk things through. Figure out a way to put this to bed before it gets out of hand. Trust me, have I ever steered you wrong before?
I ain't fought in 18 months. I'm stepping at the last minute. I only got 2 weeks to train, but the outcome ain't in any doubt. See, I ain't chance. He may be the #1 contender, but his career ends tonight. Just make sure the ref knows to look the other way, because this ain't gonna be pretty. But once it's done, once you collect your debts and your bets, I get my shot at the title.
I do understand the seriousness of the situation. Why else would I be talking to my lawyer? But just to be clear, can you please tell me precisely how much debt my wife has accumulated? Do you happen to know if our life insurance policies are fully paid up? No, no. I can assure you, I'd never, ever think of taking such a course of action. No, I just want to make sure that our affairs are, in order.
I have been watching. I have seen each and every one of your misdeeds. I know who you are. But questions remain. Why do you do the things you do? Do you not see the futility of your tiny, insignificant existence? You are but fragments of a bigger universe. Your sins serve only as an invitation. An invitation to an evil beyond your imagination. I'll lead the way. I will show you the path. Only through me, the Shadow Man, will you find your redemption. You bear the mark. You are cursed. You must place your hand upon the stone.
I don't think this is a dream. You got a sickness or something?
So, yeah. Let's see. I'm definitely louder in the game, which is my biggest concern. I played this map a couple of times already on my channel. So, like, if you want to see Casual Chronicles, there's no gameplay on it. I mean, there's no commentary on it, but it's there.
This shit's toxic. For all I know, the cop may try and drink it.
Actually, maybe that's the only time I've done it. Oh yeah, and didn't I take an attempt? Yeah. You could also, there's commentary on one that I did on my archives as well, but this is more quest-based, and that wasn't always something I was too interested in doing for the channel, and I admit it was a bit of laziness. It's hard. It's challenging. It's easier to just say, why bother, than I don't know if I can. So I realize that's where it comes into, like, what not everybody can do. There's plenty of people who have done it, people who have done it before, but I want to show that I can do it. And if you choose to come through it with me, I appreciate that a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show how to open Pack-a-Punch. It's very simple. And then I'm going to just play on, because why not? I fucking like this map. And that way, there's something to offer with the stream, but it's, you know, if you want to watch the stream, but the more shorter things I'll release throughout the week along with other videos, because I'm realizing I'm going to have to upload like 2 to 3 videos a day if I can, if I want to grow, so because you have to do more than you have. So this isn't going to be something I show on a video next week, but it's what I'm going to show now, and it's the point of this map. So you turn into the beast, you can power things up, you can melee open doors, and you can melee open crates. Now, the main reason we're doing this at all is because you need the summoning key in order to complete the Revelations Easter egg, and the other gate worms as well. So, we have to bring it over. And there's basically this beast mode thing is how you do pretty much all of the stuff on this map, and on solo you get 3, and you can tell because it's blue that I can use it again.
You must place your hand upon the stone.
I don't think this is
Not much chance of this holding out, but it's something.
But yeah, we're gonna have to be the fighter, and they all have their own stories. And one side, you'll see what I'm talking about if you're watching the stream, or if you're watching it after or anything, or you're watching the videos. You're not gonna see this part if you're watching the videos, but what I'm trying to get behind is yeah, I'm trying to share the story.
Whoever told you you could fight?
And no, I'm trying to teach a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna be a little distracted, I think, huh? I'm gonna be a little distracted. So we're not gonna show how to get the summoning key, but we are gonna show.
How do we know this stuff isn't poison?
I'm gonna try to first and foremost open every door, and then each. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more.
Wrenched from its rightful place. Many of the souls who inhabited it
Okay.
succumbed to the darkness. They are echoes of themselves, trapped by reality.
I always hated every rat bastard in this stinking shithole.
So it's gonna be a lot of gameplay, but
Make it a decent share of the purse.
yeah, it should be somewhat comparable. But I think it would be good for me to be louder than it. I'm sitting a little far away from it. So I'm just gonna get a ton of points out here, and then when it's time to open each door, I will, and I'll show how to get the gate worm for each location, and that will be its individual video. It'll make more sense if you're subscribed and you see it next week. Let's see. And I'll talk it through. It'll be with commentary, and that's what I'm saying. I'm recording this, and so afterwards I'll be able to.
Only by invoking the beast can you find the items you need. You must explore the unexplored.
Coming back. That bone really start to ache.
Come on! Oh my god. I can't believe this shit sometimes. This game fucking sucks. It is different. It is different than how it is in like the newer CODs. There's a lot more freedom with the controls. I have to hold X for the whole time I'm looking, and I'm just not used to that. Like, it is improved for sure. So let's see.
Give me that. I ain't got time to go looking for anything better. Touch me again.
It would be nice to do each of their sacrifices as their individual characters. But I'm not gonna do that. Floyd Campbell is the guy we got. I'm sorry for forgetting your name.
This is the start of a winning streak. I ain't gonna make it unless I get some help.
I want to see how far I can get. I usually like Jack Vincent a lot. I think he's very fun to play as, the corrupt cop.
Feels like another bad omen.
But I'll speak about what I know about each character when I'm doing their section.
Fight's over. Free ammo. Where the hell did it come from?
Why did you kill?
If you're talking about the fight, he was still breathing last I heard.
Yeah, sorry, Nuke. It's probably saved me some ammo, but
You smell like a roasted turd.
it's not enough. Especially because I'm pretty sure it's pretty cheap ammo. How much is it? It's half price, and this cost me $7.50. $3.80.
Okay, gloves off. Anyone seen any ammo around here? How much time is that gonna buy us? I'm guessing about 30 seconds.
You don't have to have your gun out to buy ammo for it.
You probably regret touching me now, don't you?
So, these pods can be either yellow, red, or purple. When they're purple, you can get things like a ray gun, or a part for the Apothecant Servant. I don't usually take them when they're red, but to find out what they are, it could be a shotgun or something.
What do we have here?
Yeah. So I got that for free. And, I don't know. So yeah, those like awkward silences and stuff, I can edit them out if I'm editing. But since I'm streaming, there's no choice. It's just gonna be there. So I think the best way to watch something like a stream is by multitasking. Like if you're studying or you're watching something boring or less interesting, could do it. One earbud in or something. What else? What else? I don't know. That's just what I would do. When I was in high school, I would study and watch basketball. And I did pretty well in school when I was in high school. In college, I didn't put as much time into it. It was just like, you had a lot more freedom in college, or I had a lot more freedom in college. I think it depends if you're commuting or not. But when you have your own, like, space, you have a lot of freedom. So I'm going to start at the end of this round, and you're going to see how I turn from stream tog to video tog. And we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be a good attempt. Okay, so let's do it now. Ready? Showtime. What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Welcome to the first part of 5 it's gonna be, where I teach you how to get, if you haven't played, I mean, this game is kind of old, I get, 2015, it's been a while, but instead of just doing the Easter eggs straight out, especially because this one's gonna be a little bit more challenging, I'm streaming right now, but I'm gonna take these clips or videos out from them, and maybe I'll edit them a little bit and release them this week that they're coming out of the first full week of 2026. So before we get started on any of these, you need to take the summoning key, which is you break it open after you turn into the beast using one of those pyres, whatever you want to call them. And every time you pick up something special, a couple of servants are gonna spawn in, right? I guess not. And we're going to do the Waterfront District first. And it's not necessarily because I'm playing as Floyd Campbell, which is the person who's in here. And I'm also going to explain, as I'm doing this, I'll explain. But I've done this a million times, so it's not too bad. You have a grapple ability and you have a melee ability. You grapple with the right trigger, and you have to go up here and up there. And if you do this, you knock down this thing. And I guess I'm gonna have time to do this too. That is the championship belt that he won by cheating. He basically got into agreement that he would fight at the anvil against this guy named Tony something. Tony King, I think it was. And people would place a lot of bets in him, and he would...
Shake it off, Floyd.
He put brass knuckles in his gloves so that every hit would fucking, you know, break shit. And, yeah, so he won, but he cheated. And he apparently, I don't know for certain, Floyd says that while he was still in the ring, he was the promoter's championship belt. Okay, I never read that before.
Why is it never a fair fight?
You find out that he, and while I'm doing this, I'll open up other stuff because I wanna get double tap because it's very useful for the shotgun. The ref looked the other way, and he did it. He did what he wanted to do.
The keepers corrupt and distort reality, providing a means for their master.
And basically, all four of these characters are being punished for their murders, and we'll talk about the other three in the upcoming videos. Hopefully, I have 2 zombies. I'm pretty sure I do. So yeah, I'm choosing to get double tap before I get jug. You can judge me all you want, but I think it'll be fine. So, if you saw what I did, I knocked down that crate using the beast. You can watch it again if you like. I picked it up, and now I'm going to bring it over to the anvil. There's a little sacrifice.
Is this room familiar to you?
I can't take away my face like I usually can, because
My gym. It feels wrong to put this here. Title belt should be displayed somewhere nice.
Here we go.
And
Ritual has
yeah, and then once you start the ritual, depending on how many people you have in your game, it's going to take longer.
Don't try and fight me on the inside.
So I think who we sacrificed was the promoter, because the one who set up the fight in the first place.
Number 1. I'm number 1.
The worm must be taken to the sacred place. Only then will you have the means to repel the unearthly horde.
Like I should listen to you?
4 must be collected. Only then can we prevent the destruction of your world.
And while it would be nice to do each of their rituals as the person it's after, I'm trying to make this during a stream, and I want to try to get far after I do all this. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy night, evening, morning, whatever it is they're doing. I'm gonna get back to the stream. I'm gonna record the other 3 and the last one for Pack-a-Punch throughout the week. So yeah, if you haven't played this game, this is the starter. You don't have to pay for any DLC. This is the game that's at launch. So
Got a few shots
yeah,
left.
that's all I gotta say about that. Peace out. Okay, back to the stream.
Life ain't fair, you know. It was up to the folks who really pull the strings. I'd never get a shot. Putting the number 1 contender out of commission would change that.
Yeah. It's a big deal, taking out the champs.
Sure do what finance and ask about now.
I just know this ain't
Never
gonna be a
look
fair
a
fight.
gift horse in the mouth.
One by one. You're gonna lose all your heads, monster. You really ought to fall down when I hit you like that.
Gotta be careful because I don't have jug
Just like this. I'm wearing you down.
or speed cola for what it's worth.
You hit like a baby. Double points. Time to cash in. Key punch.
Don't belong in the same ring as
A good defense is fundamental.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started on the next one. I'm going to choose to do the canals next. And I'm going to have to start pausing the game, unfortunately. Because, yeah, I don't want to go down like this, and I am playing solo. So, let's say Canals District. We didn't say that for that, so. Jack. They call him Jackie. I might spell it wrong, but I will spell it with an IE. Jackie the Cop Vincent. So yeah, back into video mode. What is up, everybody? It is Talk here. Now I'm going to go on to the next one. If you're watching this as a series, I don't see how you might get too much out of it if you're just doing one by one, but in order to get him...
Double quick.
In order to get this guy's Jack Vincent, I'm not playing as him, even though I really like him. You gotta go into the bar oh wow, there must have been a Shadow Man somewhere. You have to go into the, I think it's a bar, or club, it's a lounge, I don't know, probably a bar where the cops would hang out. He was a bit of a corrupt cop.
This gun's useless without bullets.
He betrayed his partner. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe he was doing it with his partner or something like that. I think that's how it is. You're betraying someone. They killed someone, but somebody helped them do it. It's never a one-man job or one-woman job, but we'll get to that later. So in order to get him, this one's a little challenging. You have to go into the canals down here, and you have to zap one thing right here. This powers up. This removes the bars from right there. And then I think I should be able to reach it from down here. And you have to open the Ruby Rabbit. You have to be able to get there. And I'm not going to make it in time, am I? Luckily, I'm on solo, so they'll give me a little bit more time. As long as you swing, it works. So
Turn into a freaking octopus monster?
I'm going to have to open the Ruby Rabbit on a separate one, which you can't. If you're playing solo, I mean, if you're playing a co-op, you're going to have to either ask one of your friends to do it, or you're going to have to do it on another round again. But, you know, you can teach people a lot of things. So let's see if I can zap over to Juggernaut, because I kind of do need that. And you can tell which perk is where by the color of the bottle nearby. So I can't really show that right now. But let's go down and pick up the... Let's go ahead and pick... You can't... So this is what it looks like when you don't have it. But it gives you a hint.
I'll take it.
The detective's badge. So I guess, yeah. So he was corrupt. He would kill people. He would take their money and then kill them anyway. That was pretty. That's at least what you get from the cutscene. And I guess his partner was in on the job. So I am gonna buy Jug, and I'm gonna hit the box a few times to see what I can get, and then we'll do the ritual here, because this ritual is the second ritual, depending on the order that you do it in. A Margwa will spawn, along with the last one. And I think while I'm here, I might as well pick up the shield part. There's a shield part in all three of the ladder districts, not the easy street. You can also do that if you didn't know that. And each one of these bridges has one of these too.
Hydrated, I suppose.
Can I fall down here? No, I can fall down there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this out.
What? You gonna steal my money? It better come with plenty of ammo.
Yeah, LMGs often do.
Ah, it's you. You know, for a little guy, you sure pack a lot of power. Sometimes you gotta use whatever tools you got available. Looks like a big gun. Sounds about right.
Yeah, I got the ICR and I got a Weevil. I traded out a Gorgon because I think it shoots too slow. It's a little heavy. I do have stamina up, so it should be fine. So you take the championship, the detective badge, and you're going to sacrifice that if you want to get Pack-a-Punch open. You just got to place it on the ritual table right here.
Each of you knows this place. What does it mean to you?
I've been here. So what?
So apparently they've been at this bar. I don't know if it's an underground bar. It seems pretty obvious that it's here. So we've all been here, but we've been here separately because our paths crossed. Oh my god, this hold extra place thing is really irritating. That is a huge improvement in the later CODs, that you can just tap it. And you start it. This one is a little bit more complicated because it's 2 floors, so you can use them, but the areas are a little thinner. But I think this is Jackie's partner. So you don't hear them call out to you as much when you're not playing as the character. So if you're playing as Jack, which I'm very familiar with doing, they'll be like, "Jack, I was your partner. No." So it's cool. But yeah, you take the gate worm. But because of the second one, you get it with a little bit of company. But I'll handle that on my own, and I'll show the next 2 rituals as well as unlocking Pack-a-Punch in a bit. So see you in the next one. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out.
You're gonna punch yourself out, big guy. Hey, right in the kiss. Body shots ain't doing shit. Go for head.
And if you're watching this as part of the stream, I don't really have enough money to open everything just yet, so. And you also get a Margwa heart. So while I'm here, I'll probably go back to the Waterfront District. And I'm gonna see if I can get an Unquenchable. See if I can get Speed Cola. I'll take a killing time.
Wasn't here before all the crazy started.
Just in case I need it. But yeah, the shield part is somewhere here. I'm gonna take this to buy some time.
I think I'd call that a decisive victory.
Insta-kill.
I'm putting down anyone who gets in my way.
What the hell is this thing? Might be easier if I know what I'm looking for.
Anywhere, anytime.
Don't know what I'm looking for. Because there's 2 parts I'm missing. I'm missing, I think it's the face part of it. Not the rocket part of it. I think I might try to get past another round, too. It's a little dark in here. I wish I had a flashlight, like in Dying Light. But it's gotta be up here. I know that.
I'm gonna count that as a win. Just when I thought I'd seen it all, these flesh balls show up.
You ain't got no power in your punch.
Probably throw the ACR out because it has more damage output.
Okay, so you got the first hit.
Max ammo.
This is the start of a winning streak.
Yeah, so this is what I mean about the silence when not too much to say, not too much going on. I'm gonna use this gobble gun while I'm looking for this. I'm really surprised I haven't seen it yet.
Anyone think to check the expiration date on this shit?
Oh, it's because it's not the faceplate, it's the rocket part of it. don't know if you can see that I have these.
Gloves off.
But they're like monkeys, but more lethal.
You must be used to losing by now.
Looks
So-
like we caught a lucky break.
I don't even know what this last one is called. Nero's Landing. That's a very interesting name, isn't it? Alright, I think this is the last guy, so let's go ahead and switch it to... I had to do this separately, I don't remember how I'm doing it. I gotta look up his last name, I don't actually know it. What is up, everybody? It is Talk here. Welcome back to some more of, I don't even know if I'm calling this anything, but I'll figure it out shortly. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think it'll probably be good if I use this one. It's going to take some sprinting, but you have to open Nero's Landing. You can't reach the zap thing from down here like you can with the other ones. So you could take the grapple on the other ones as well, but before you do any of that, you have to zap this, because that'll move the crane and bring back the lawyer's pen that assisted you in signing, well, if you're playing as Nero, of course, that assisted you in cashing in on your wife's life insurance claim after he accidentally killed her. So that's Nero's story, and like I said, every time you
Some fucked up shit.
pick up,
Maybe I could write a note. Tell everyone how I really feel.
you get these guys showing up.
Why is it never a fair
So since this is the third one, you don't really have too many problems. What did I say? If you have 3, yeah, there's no Marguas coming in to bother you. The last one there will be though. So this is where
Is a room of secrets. Do you know what I speak of?
It's stuffy. Smells like old people in here.
yeah. So they actually don't know much of this. So, or Floyd at least. This is a room that they have not met in before.
Couldn't go anywhere else.
Your sacrifice has been chosen.
So this is one of the easier sacrifices. It's sneaky to find it because it's in the spawn room behind where you start. But yeah, you don't have to kill these servants or whatever they're called if you don't want to. It just makes it easier and they don't have as much health. But more will spawn if you kill them.
think again?
So this is the third gate worm, and yeah, on to the Footlight District. Will award $1 million to the man who can unravel the mystery of his greatest illusion. No wonder he didn't make any money. Or he was making money, he just eventually did a bad job, so. Devil O Donuts. Alright, that's all I gotta say about that. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out. And since we have a lot of money, I might as well do this now. The only problem is I don't know that I'm gonna have a beast mode. Beast mode. Yeah, we'll do it next round.
That works for me.
That way I can try and land a unquenchable. So it's a 50-50 chance now because I already went through 3. Got it.
I like how we eat things without questioning where they come from.
Then we got some purple things now.
This is starting to get a little hairy.
Oh yeah, but I never told the story I wanted to tell.
You're about to see it come back.
Yeah, so speaking about rejection and stuff like that, when I was in college and I wasn't in a relationship anymore, because I wasn't in a relationship for most of my college experience, like, I was there for 6 years, but, I don't know, the last 2 were a little weird, because I was in and out. But, at the end of my second year, I mean, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. At the end of my second year was the real one, until, like, the end of my, halfway through my 4th year. And I was supposed to graduate in 5, I ended up graduating in 6. Oh, luckily I had Juggernog there. But after that, I would go to parties and I would talk to girls, but like, I don't know, like, it just seemed like an expectation to like ask for people's numbers and stuff. And like, I realized I was having this really good conversation with this girl. It was so good, and like, towards the end of it, I decided to ask for her number. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend." And I was like, "Oh, it's okay, no worries." She could have been lying, whatever, but she probably wasn't, because a lot of people do have, but maybe she was. I'm not gonna try to like toot my own horn or something, like I said, because I know girls will lie to protect themselves, and that's totally fair. Because a lot of men, not me, I don't think. I wasn't gonna like, but you know, it's sometimes annoying, and even if you can block people, you know, they can still like stalk and stuff too. So, anyway. After that, the conversation just like died, and I was like, why? I didn't even really like need anything more from her. Like, I could have just enjoyed the conversation and moved on with my night, but no, I had to make it something more. And I think a lot of men like think you have to, or you just do things like that. And I was like, I really didn't need to do that, and I was like kind of upset about it. And so after that, I started to like, because it's not like I really cared much for it either way.
Let's see if this really is a good deal.
So it was just like an eye-opening thing where it's like sometimes you get rejected because you don't want it, not because you like didn't deserve, you weren't good enough, this or that. You didn't even really want it. So after that, I kind of, is this a bootlegger? No. So after that, I kind of stopped like asking girls for numbers, I guess, because I was like, I don't really want to text them after this anyway. Like, I just like, why not just have a good night? Not even, and you put like an unnecessary type of pressure. Like, if I wanted to seek a relationship, sure, but I didn't even need that. So like, because that is the implication usually. I'm gonna take 2 ARs. So that was like a little bit of a lesson for me. I kind of taught from that. I was like, you know, sometimes it's good. I mean, but if you'll know if you really want it, if it hurts you when you get rejected, and you might, and if it does, you know, you can try again later. Like if you get waitlisted for a school, or like the girl you like, maybe you gotta be careful with that though. But like sometimes it's okay to be like, or if it's a girl watching the guy, if you want to ask guys, I think many men would appreciate girls making the first move, because there's a lot of men who don't want to take that overly masculine role of like setting everything up and like doing all the work, and like it's just, you gotta know who you are, and that takes time, and then you know you figure it out from there. But anyway, let's get back into video mode. What is up? Welcome back to the final. What is up, everybody? Just talk here. Welcome back to the final part of, I don't know, whatever I decide to call this. So the Floodlight District is one of the, you know, it's not too bad. It's very small, so it can be kind of dangerous. Even out here, you look like there's a lot of space, but it's very easy to get trapped anywhere. So let's not do this out of order. There's 2, like, it's a little bit more complicated, and it's kind of cool. They have the release date of this game, which was November 6th. Right there, premiere November 6th. Black Ops 3 came out on November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, you gotta, well, we've been doing the beast, but we're gonna need something. We're gonna need the sacrifice here. So you can zap from down here, like with a lot of them, and I'll break this while it's opening. And this time there's no grapple for this. You actually have to, let's turn that on. You actually have to jump from here to there. And this time, you can do this. It's pretty good on timing, but you gotta reach. Oh no, this is where it gets down to, and you gotta hope that gravity helps you here, and it will this time. So this is the toupee of the producer. So, this one was a little bit more of an interesting betrayal, because, yeah, she tricked him, like, she got him in a place that was vulnerable, but he was, like, I don't know, it was a way for her to get ahead, but he was taking advantage of their relationship. So, if you saw the cutscene, like, she does, like, chain him to the bed, which people like doing, but you gotta make sure you trust the person you're doing it with, because people take advantage of vulnerable people all the time, women included.
Any other place in this city, your paths have crossed here.
I only come here when everywhere else is closed.
Yeah. So this is a very not too bad ritual, but it's a place
Scarier things than you.
where she was dancing and the 3 others were watching after they had committed their crimes.
You want to go toe to toe?
And the only reason I use the only reason I put the quotes is because it's they weren't technically punished for it by the law, so under them they weren't criminals. So this is I guess this producer set him up or something. She said, like, because it's not the person you killed. It's not the person you killed that's up there, I don't think. But maybe it was, for all I know. Probably could do a lot of reading. If you have any input, do let me know, because you might know better than me. But, yeah, it's pretty bar. I'll deal with the Margwa on my own, and yeah. It would have been, you do get more commentary when you play as the character that's dealing with the ritual, so that's interesting. But yeah, we'll do Pack-a-Punch tomorrow, and then I'll keep playing for the stream that came out last week. I don't know, maybe I'll upload part of it. We'll see, because I will have I don't know, we'll see what I do. Alright, on that note, it's been Tog. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out. Okay, we're good.
You really ought to go down. You're just punishing yourself.
You're just punishing yourself. That was close.
Lucky punch.
Countdown.
I'm gonna count that as a win.
Let's go ahead and open up these rifts.
That tasted like the damn spit bucket.
I didn't open the one in the canals either. So you can run really fast and you can revive people almost instantaneously. But yeah. I'm not certain if I did the waterfront, so let's go take a look.
Did I just turn into a freaking octopus monster? Come on, you chicken shit sons of bitches. I'm still on my feet. Congratulations, you just pissed me off.
Well, I already knew I did this, but you have to open up the rifts individually. That can trip you up, for sure. So that's a corner. I'm just gonna check if I opened up the waterfront before I get to the end of this round, for the most part. I probably will Pack-a-Punch both of these guns.
You got a shot? Think again.
Because I'm low on ammo. And you know, like I said, you don't have to kill any of them. But I have an idea that I didn't, so... Yeah, I didn't open any of them. That's interesting. Time is of the essence.
I'm starting to think being a monster has its advantage.
I kind of want to save this ICR clip just in case I need it.
You sure you want to come for another round? Yeah. That just happened.
So I don't really need to do a title for this one. So let's go ahead and get started. What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. Now that I've collected the 4... Did I? What the hell? Did I not pick up the gate worm somewhere? That's awkward. Yeah, I guess I have to go back to the Footlight District to pick that up, because you do need all 4 gate worms, and I'm guessing that they're in a certain order the way they're placed, but now I'm starting to realize I have no idea which one it was, so I'm just going to cut to when I find it.
Could sure do with finding some ammo about now.
Yeah, it was that one, alright. So, there is a rift location at all 3 districts. The canals, the Footlight, and the waterfront. So, they're kind of hidden away. You have to break open the door as the beast, and then you all walk up to it and you hold your action button to open the rift. Once the rift is open, you may enter. And once you enter, there will be some monsters waiting for you. This time there's 3. And before, you don't need the beast anymore for this, but you can power up Widow's Wine, which was debuted on this map. You can power up Mule Kick, and you can open this door to the junction so that you can get here easier. Now, in order to open this, I think you do... Oh, I forgot to open that. Whatever. You can, now open this, I think, once you've done all 4. I'm not sure if maybe you can do it before, but if you can, you can't. Either way. You have to bring each gate worm, doesn't matter which one. And if you played Black Ops 3, I was playing some Black Ops 7. And I forgot that you can't wall run in Black Ops 7, you can only wall jump. So here you can wall run. You just see how it tells you, you just make sure you touch the wall. It works exceptionally well. I've never fallen off unless I was being dumb or I was scared for my life. Once you put all 4, they kind of like charge right here. It's not doing nothing until you charge. You have to jump. You have to jump or you will fall and die. This is not as forgiving as Black Ops 6 zombies. You place the summoning key or the Apothecant Rift Stone. You don't gotta kill any zombies. I'm not going to because I don't have any ammo. And then, yeah, you can just survive. You just run around. This is the easiest ritual by far because of how much space there is. And I mean, there are I think there's just as many servants as there usually are. Depending on how many people in your game, the longer it takes, so. The Easter egg of this step, of this...
At least we got a new toy to play with.
Wow, that sucks.
Don't try and fight me on the inside.
So now you get Pack Punch open, but the Easter egg is getting that summoning key back from the Shadow Man, because he stole it. And you can Pack a Punch twice in this game, and I'm not going to do it yet, because I think I need my points for other things, but... yeah, on that note, it's been Tog. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to play this game out and see how far I get, and I'll see if I can upload it somehow or if it's just going to be a part of this stream. But yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out.
It's on now.
Holy shit, there's 2 of them. I did not know that was going to happen.
Okay. So
Yeah, we might as well get that Silver Protector open too. And I did not open the rift in the waterfront, so it's very hard to tell which ones you've done it for. I'm pretty sure the canals was where I grabbed that, so.
Bit by bit, I'm wearing you down.
I know I'm probably gonna get a max ammo next round, so. Oh, but he follows the little Arnie's too. I had no idea. But it is good to have those open, the rifts, in case you want to take them from there and like teleport from place to place very easily.
Body shots ain't doing shit. Go for head.
Yeah, that could have been close, but that's what I'm talking about.
It's like a doorway.
So the waterfront is up here by itself. This one is the canals, and the Footlight is over there by itself.
Tougher things than than you for breakfast. It's over. Congratulations. You just pissed me off. You ought to know better than to get in a ring with me. Maybe this is the start of a winning streak.
Yeah, let's go ahead and it's not like Mob of the Dead, where when you go down, your beast mode automatically activates. That doesn't happen.
This is some fucked up shit.
So I think this is where I'm going to be able to build the Apothecon Servant if I want it. It's a pretty good weapon, it just runs out of ammo, so it might be useful to have Mule Kick, but this game is very restricted with the amount of perks that you can have, so I'm going to have to spin for an unquenchable. And luckily, they give you a free one every round, so it might not hurt to start chasing for one. But you always have to make some sort of choice, whereas in the later Call of Duty Zombies games, you don't have to make that choice anymore. You just get.
We got ammo. Not a moment too soon.
I mean, quick revive is kind of a necessity because it helps you to revive. But, yeah. That's the thing is, like, the game itself can get, you know, zombies in general, it gets pretty repetitive. Because there's only so much you get to do. That's why I sprint with A in 6 and 7, so I jumped instead of what I was supposed to do. I don't think I'm gonna have time to grab that. Well, guess I'll grab the servant.
I always get up.
So let's go ahead and take it to the waterfront. I think that's one of the easier routes to take. I never trust stairs in zombies. It's a good way out if you know that you're gonna make it, but it's a pretty difficult situation otherwise. So I guess we're sacrificing the HVK. Cause yeah, I got hit pretty fast. Like I mentioned in my old school zombies, I see it a little bit before everyone else because not only do I sometimes watch them, but I also edit them, so I see them before everyone else does. Yeah, they're spawning behind me, so don't want to make that mistake. And I think they're some creepy crawlies. Damn. So at least I'm gonna die quickly. That's fun.
That was a big counter. They caught me off guard.
They can jump up here, so you gotta do this real quick. And let's go for Jug first instead of Quick Revive. And then let's start making some choices with perks. Those guys are freaking annoying because they stop your regen.
Where's my share of the purse?
I don't have double tap anymore. And yeah, I would really like that last Apothecon Servant part, but don't think they're gonna be nice to me. That cost me a bit, that 2,500 for the double pack punch I'm not gonna get to use, but it's the cost to doing business. Wow, they're so annoying. See if I can get a ray gun.
There's something inside here.
That'll do for now.
Lucky punch. Maybe this is the start of a winning streak.
I could probably use a gobble gun.
Better not give me food poisoning. Anyone think
Got 3 of these.
I don't think this thing's gonna hold them off for long.
I think I definitely need stamina.
You all better run. I'm gonna do some damage.
Power in your punch.
I keep forgetting how to play this game. I keep jumping instead of sprinting. That time I meant to jump.
Refreshed and ready to go.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Think you got a shot? Think again.
This isn't doing as much damage as I would like it to do. You see another fumigator right there all lit up. This helps you. It does help you bridge some gaps.
Oh boy.
And I guess I'll buy a meal kick. It's a shame. I'm not gonna be able to get stamina, but I mean speed cola, or whatever I'm thinking of. But I want that apothecant servant, and I think it would be good to have it. Maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe it'd be better to have another gun as my third gun. But I'm planning ahead, and if I go down, at least I'm like ahead of the game. So Pack-a-Punch, I think that's why they changed the way Pack-a-Punch works, is because so many people would go down Pack-a-Punching their guns. And I'm not a quitter, so I'm not really too bothered that I lost my gun, because I'll just get another one. But some people, that's enough to make them quit the game. And look, I even got a liquid divinium and some experience for it, because I got to Pack-a-Punch an extra gun. Because you can't Pack-a-Punch. You can't Pack-a-Punch the apothecant servant.
I think this thing's gonna hold them off for long. You hit like a baby.
Let's get out of here. To the canals. This is usually, in my experience when I was younger, where I liked being the canals. I thought there was a good little circle space. Let's see what I can get out of this.
What do we have here? I like how we just eat these.
Oh, that's a good point. I should try and get the last shield part, shouldn't I? That's definitely in the Footlight District, so let's see if I can go over there and not die. Because the game, that's pretty challenging. I remember when I tried that on my archives, when I tried to go to 50, I died on 28.
Weeds don't belong.
And I was like, well, fuck that. That's a good amount of shit. That's a good chunk of change, I should call it. Oh, let's see what we see. Alright, let's see if this guy drops what we're looking for. Nope, he's going the long way. What a joke.
Don't try and fight me on the inside.
Reload's mad slow, so I gotta get used to that. And not get myself in trouble. So like I said, the shield parts are in the 3 locations that I'm not gonna be able to use this.
Finally, I may get a decent share.
But I always build it. I always build in the canals. I'll get the extra 200. I need I got in the Footlight. I got in the waterfront. No, I think I got in the canals. Yeah, I got in the canals. I need it in the waterfront. Hopefully I don't need that. See if I can get bullet boost.
Ain't looking good. I gotta get some ammo.
I would not have minded that, Carpenter. Wasn't exactly what I wanted.
Without ammo, things are gonna get real interesting.
But you don't get ammo for repack punching your gun. Don't forget that.
You didn't see that one coming, did you, you dumb sons of bitches?
Yeah, what am I looking for here? I want the other civil protector part. But I have to remember where it was. I think it's the waterfront that I haven't grabbed. The only thing is that bridge is very dangerous. Where is this last of the conservant part? I don't know that it has to be on one of the special rounds. But it could be.
I'm gonna count that as a win. I need some bullets, double quick.
See if I can get a ray gun. Or at least what do they call it? A teddy bear.
Gotta try to control the range. It's fucking pathetic.
That's pretty good, it's just not pack-a-punched. And I'm about to get a max ammo. There we go. So yeah, the only problem here... Oh, I should have taken... Let me... I kind of want to keep the Apothecon Servant if I go down with Mule Kick, so... Oh my god! Well, GG's. I was not expecting that. Yeah, this is not a good time to be doing that. So let's kill the Margwa first. They do speed up after you take off one of their heads.
Okay, gloves off.
The good thing about the Man of War is that it's incredibly accurate, but it shoots slow. It has damage, I guess. And they also release those parasitic things.
So you got the first hit.
You're getting wrecked.
Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
Whatever you say, Floyd. So yeah, let's see what I can get out of this box. Because I'm pretty sure you lose your third gun. So let's go ahead and get rid of the ICR after this.
You gotta be fucking kidding.
At least I can get fire sales now, but it's gonna require some patience. They want to tempt me with a good time. Let me see if I can get a gobble gum, because if I get wall power, I could probably get something off the wall. Well, I always really liked the Kuda. It doesn't do as much damage, but paired with the double pack punch, could do some work.
I like how we just eat.
I probably shouldn't have eaten that, but
where they come from.
I think double tap would probably be good. I'm gonna run out of these though.
You gotta keep hydrated, I suppose.
So we won't build it yet.
Where the hell did it come from? Maybe this is the start of a winning streak.
Give me a ray gun, why don't you?
There's something inside here.
This is actually pretty fire. It wasn't even pack punched. Let's see how this works. This is another area that's not bad to train. But yeah, double tap is making a huge difference here. So I've got some decisions to make, don't I? Yeah, the Dread Armada is definitely what's giving me the most trouble, so... Let's see what I can do. I'm gonna try to build this and drop the Dread Armada. It shoots too slow, and that might actually get me killed. Let's pack-a-punch the bootlegger, and let's hope I don't go down doing it. Can I get a bullet boost, please? you. That way I save a little bit of money there. And I can do it twice. Holy shit. Dead wire is real good. So if I can pack a punch this bootlegger, I don't need to do it now. I could probably wait until the end of a round. It's a little harder to wait until the end of the round on later rounds because they're more difficult, but you only get 10 shots. I don't know if you can tell because I know my face is covering it. But you can also hang out in here. There's a lot of space. I just think it's boring. So I'll try and get a bootlegger with blast furnace on it. And then I'll just try and survive. The Einstein. Turned is not what I'm looking for. I still have one more of those, so. Alright, fine. We'll just run dead wire on both. It's fine. They have a higher recharge speed than blast furnace does, so that's pretty good. I could have sworn I saw one of those rollers, those wraps. I wish they had names. That's why I think it's good that they finally gave them names later on, because a lot of people would call them meatballs, but I don't like that, because I like meatballs, so like, I don't know. Did not appreciate them being named that way. Oh shit. So yeah, let's see if I can go get, now that I have this Apothicon Servant, let's go to the Waterfront District and see if I can get that last Civil Protector part. And then I'll try and build the sword. And then after that, I think I'm going to turn off the camera. Because, I don't know. I think it's a little easier to view higher rounds that way. And I don't have anything else to really explain. So if it's a need basis type thing. So it's after the Einstein that I got this Lore Zoror Zor. Let's open this just for consistency's sake. Where the hell is it? There it is. So once you have all three, you take it down to the rift area place. I don't know what you call it. It's not the junction. The paths where they all meet, maybe. And you plug it right there, and then you can call the Civil Protector whenever you want. It helps you kill zombies, and it revives people too. I think including on solo. So if I go down while it's here and I don't have quick revive, I think I can actually survive a bit longer. But first things first. I actually don't know where this is. I'm gonna guess it's in the canals. And it's not. So there's no real limit. You can hop out and hop in pretty consistently with the Rift. I think that's why they changed it in Black Ops 6 with the Reckoning. I think they changed it there. I'm pretty sure it's at the Footlight. I feel like I would have saw it if it was at the Waterfront. And this is a bit complicated. I wish I kept. I think on my old phone that I lost, sadly, I had the way you should be facing, depending on which way you're leaving, so you can always know, but I can always just do it again. So if I'm on the canals, I should be looking either right or left to see this. Sometimes you have to spend more money. I'm pretty sure leaving the canals, it's left now, I see it. So it's 1, 2, 1. Huh. I usually don't really have to write this down. And then when you're arriving, that way you only have to do it once, but... So now that I'm entering the canals, I have to know which way to look again. I'm pretty sure it is to the right. And I was wrong. Shit. So now I have to wait for this to charge, and then I have to look right. Takes some time. Time I don't want to waste, so. It is going to get hard to do this sword step, but I have the Lord's Aurora, so I really shouldn't use it unless I need it. But we'll have the Einstein out and do most of the damage with that, so that's an easy switch. And having the shield is very useful. So in order to maximize your ammo, it's good to not, like, use it until you need to. So the way they spawn, it makes it kind of comfortable. And I guess I shouldn't really have to do that too often, but I did it right there. And you can also sprint now while you're reloading. You can't do that in Black Ops 1 or 2. So that is an interesting change. I think you can. This is also the gun that's up there, and it's gonna make some noise when it's ready. God, I hate those things. I wanted that. It's not like I even need it, so let's try not to go down right now. Oh, look at that, it's right here. Don't tempt me with a good time, Box! The HVK, it's back. That's cute. Yeah, that's the problem with Deadwire, it will do that to you. But I can just buy more ammo up here, so I might not even need this sword. It's gonna cost me, though, 4,500. 62 for 320. 320 rounds I got right there. Damn. No funny business. The fire's pretty good. I always used the blast furnace because it was lethal and it was quick, but I'm realizing that Deadwire freezes them in their tracks and it kills them too. So it's kind of like slower, it's more steady. But yeah, this is like a big thing with Black Ops 3 Zombies, that you overly rely on the double pack-a-punch. It does infinite damage, which does allow for really crazy high rounds, it's true. If you can maintain it. Which, I can, but do I want to is the main question. So, let's go to the waterfront district and see what we can see. And I'm looking the wrong way, aren't I? Alright. 1-1-1. Holy shit. So 1-2-1-1-1-1. And then this one should be on, I think it's in that window right there. So you have to be facing the right way, but if you're facing the wrong way, you know, you miss it, so. And then cross, that one's easy. 1-1-1-1-2-1 and cross. Cool. The order does not matter. And you have a sword for each person, but you can't pull it out until you charge the egg. So I got the Apothecant egg, and these 4 things that I opened, you place it in, and since, I don't know, I guess Floyd or Player 1 or whatever, and then you have to charge it up. This is a really challenging thing to do. This one is the easiest one. So I'm gonna do it even though I don't have Little Arnie's, because Little Arnie's charge them up too. I never asked for a rematch. Let's see what gun I lost. I lost my bootlegger. And low-key, that was a pretty good one too, so. Law enforcement is on the scene. Quick revive is no longer an option for me. Look at those zombies juking me out so kindly. Dude, slide when I ask you to slide, please. I think there is an ICR on the wall, but I can't remember. And I can't reach Jug just yet. So it is time for the dreaded task. I don't know. I'm gonna make a choice with these perks now. I have 1 unquenchable left. Don't really want to use double tap, I admit. And I don't know that there is an ICR on the wall. That's my last one. As promised. Let's see if I can survive. So Widow's Wine was a good purchase because it helped me survive up until this point. I think I do want to use the bootlegger with a good ammo mod. So now that I got the points, I don't think it's worth getting this sword. I think I'm just gonna ride with it here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get what I got, and I'm not gonna use the sword. Like, it's cool and all, but I'll wait to use it on another time. Cause, yeah, let's see, we got, let's get Jug first. Double tap, stamina up, and speed cola. Those are gonna be my perks. Train's not here. It's probably quicker if I take this. And the reason I'm bringing this over here is so that I can buy ammo for it when I need. It's gonna be a very methodical bit of work, for sure. How am I doing on the battery? I should probably plug it in. I'll pause it, and then I'll turn off the face camera. And we'll get to it. I'll try and get a bullet boost, I guess. God damn, I didn't know they could do that. That was clever. It's gonna complicate my life a little bit here. So what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna try to round up all the zombies, and then I'm gonna pack punch my gun, and hopefully they can't bother me. Luckily they don't they don't. It looked like he was trying to there, but they don't usually knock you off the walls. They usually take a different approach. I'm gonna see if I can get this for free. Does not seem like they're gonna do me that courtesy. God damn, would I love to do this. Alright, well. The temptation's gonna win today.
This thing better not hatch open while I'm carrying it.
Gotta hold on to this shield, because once it goes, I'm in rough shape. Thunderwall's not gonna do it for us. It is a satisfying thing to use, but you see, it doesn't nearly compare with Blast Furnace or Dead Wire. And we got it back. So I think I am going to try to do this freaking sword thing. Because it's it seems like one blow of this is pretty good. So let's start with the waterfront, because in my opinion it is the most challenging one. The footlight is also very challenging, and the canals is also very challenging, but hey. Like, the biggest thing here is we're gonna have to try to round him up. guess we're starting with the Footlight District. So the Footlight District is not as, it's still tight, but it's so accessible that you're like kind of showing. So this should be able to get all of them in one. So now let's try the waterfront like I originally planned. Low on funds, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. Thing is, I should try to round them up first. I just don't know where the best spot. I kind of liked doing it down there at the waterfront. There's a lot of space. It's just these alleys, and like I said, I hate the stairs. And it's kind of dark, so it's kind of freaky. What we got here? Money. Hate those freaking things. And there goes my shield. That's a little troubling. But if I can round up enough of them, I might be able to just do this on the fly. Because the last one will be without a canal, so I need to go back there anyway. So what was I doing? Dying, clearly. I did promise the stairs were death traps. And they only have limited, so I wasted 2 right there. Like, tragically wasted them. Oh, but we get a max ammo. I gotta check if these count towards this. I don't think they do. But we'll test it. I don't think they do. Yeah, it's gotta be zombies. I hate those things. Yeah, they have a lot of names. I'm just not even gonna give them one. So we got 10 fresh, 3 little Arnies, and a full Einstein or bootlegger. So I don't like this area. I gotta like bring them up here and not get stuck like I just did. So that, like I said, those stairs are dangerous. I got bailed out right there because I wasted 2. I shouldn't have gotten away with that. I could call it like the so there is a huge advantage in this game, including Black Ops 1 and 2, and I would guess World at War as well, is that the spawns are capped. You don't really see that happen in 6 and 7 because they just respawn automatically. Whereas here, once there's a certain amount of zombies, you don't have to worry about anything anymore. So if I were to call the Civil Protector in, and it were to kill, fuck, holy shit. Yeah, this is not a good spot for it either. Where would be a good spot? I don't want to keep wasting this.
Double points.
Let's hope I get lucky. Stamina up, do me right. Thank you, stamina up. Okay, I already played. I still have it. I forgot to place down the egg. So no zombies are going to spawn in front of me because they already hit their limit. It is there. Why are you lying to me? And also, why are you spawning in when I just... I'm trying to prove a point, it's just not going the way I wanted it to. I had to use 2 again. I did say this one was the most challenging, didn't I? Alright, and then the last one will be at the canals, and that's where we're going to stay, and I'll pick up the sword, because you don't have to do anything else once you do this, so... The memorization thing is a little complicated. You just gotta... You gotta, like, the canals for some reason is the friendliest of the sides, whereas the waterfront is a little bit above. I guess you could think of the champion a little higher. And then the footlight is, she's a girl, it's different. But Nero doesn't get one. And Haymaker is a really good weapon, honestly, surprisingly. Oh, and look at that, I forgot about this. That'll help me survive. You can also use the rocket boost, but you do need this Apothecant Servant. You don't need it, but it's nice to have, and it looks like we're too close to the end. Nope, we're not. We're not close to the end of the round at all. So this is where we're gonna be. It's just how it's gonna hang, and we'll go from there. Easy as pie, easy as cake. Let's go get that sword. This is good because now in the second part, which I still think I'm going to call treason, I don't have to worry about getting the sword, because that's how I did with the Love and War thing on Gorod Krovi. Gimme.
Gonna get mad.
So, yeah, we'll give it a go, just because I have it here. It's pretty good. It does its job. You can't beat Gobblegum, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's go back to the canals, and that's gonna be that. If you were watching the stream, I'm still gonna stream. I'm just gonna take away the commentary, and I'm gonna upload this next Saturday. However far I get, I'm gonna try to go far, but it'll help me stay focused without the commentary. Yeah, I'll just keep going, and it's gonna be pretty boring. I have nothing to talk about, so yeah. But I appreciate you for watching the stream. The videos will go up next week, and yeah, you catch it later. Peace. Terrible aim.
That works for me. Maybe this is the start of a winning streak. I'm gonna count that as a win.
Results ain't gonna be any different this time. You're gonna lose again.
I'm gonna count on that as a win.
Points.